We're in Alan's room, Greenpoint
/ synth dungeon.
Yes, there's a lot of synthesizers around here.
I hate playing into the cliche of myself because it's like anybody else that walks into this room, they're like, yeah, this is what I thought it would look like. It's like, oh,
it really does. And there's like weird drawing on like a whiteboard that kind of looks like something that Matt Damon would do in Good Will Hunting. It's like there's like fucking equations on the wall or something.
Not equations. I was teaching somebody some principle of modulation thing for it was like a synth thing, but it was just
weird first date.
No.
Here's the principles of modulation. Come to my bedroom.
That's how I curate my dates. Is a little bit of synthesis, subtractive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then we ran into each other at South by Southwest, and you were suddenly like, "I'm in Ghost Hustler now." You suddenly had on skinny jeans. So they
were probably purple, if I remember correctly, purple or white.
Yeah, they were purple or white. You know, you had an afro now. You had your new do. You know, you're in a band, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is crazy."
Right time, right place, right concept, right song, and it just kind of and even in hindsight, like I don't think it, it didn't spike the dial in some insane, crazy way where suddenly someone's just showing up at your house with a briefcase full of money and just see a name on big bright marquee. It didn't work like that, but it garnered some attention to the extent that
it felt like it was like a breakup. It was
sure.
it was a breakup for a period of time. I'd take long walks, turn on the TV and fucking Alan's on TV again. God damn it, can't escape it. There's a billboard of you, and I'm just like, ah.
There's just suddenly there's a montage you're remembering of me just careening towards Freebirds, oh my god, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah. But no, it was good. I think we reconnected at 285 Kent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was Glasslands.
And that I would love to be up with the sun. I would love to be Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the splits between two buildings, as the sun is slowly rising and doing yoga.
There's like a journalist in bed. It's like wondering where you are, and then that's how she finds you. It's always a journalist. I think we've talked about this before. It's Van Damme. Totally. Always a journalist.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there is always that scene where wow, he's on such a strict schedule. What is that even really trying to say about him is what a catch,
Yeah.
He rises with the sun. He's not even making breakfast for her or anything. He's just checking emails and just doing backflips.
Can you imagine if you had a one night stand and you woke up and you're like, hey, where is that person? And then you walk out on the balcony and they're doing the splits between two buildings. And you'd be like, what the fuck?
I'd call an Uber.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is this person? Let me out right now, please.
My God.
I'm terrified.
But yeah, ultimately,
I was going to be I know we have to talk about this.
That's right. I know. I just remembered. I know this. You were there. Not only were you there, but you left before the action.
I was there, and I came to support Alex, my girlfriend, and I. We came. We really wanted to do the video.
It was at 3 a.m. I mean, it was definitely. It got to be late, but basically, we rehearsed.
Rookie director didn't know how to manage his staff.
I think that's damn! Ooh, that hurts. That burns.
That's what was happening. So I went to 80s night. My brother had got this Thriller jacket for me for Christmas.
God damn it.
So I was like, well, I'll just go to 80s night and I'll make some friends in there. And I'm like, hey, bud, when am I going to, when's my turn? When am I going to film? And he's like, you're not, we're not filming your part until 3 a.m. And sure.
As opposed to be in my 50s holding a guitar, really waiting for that reissue money to kick in and just be like, Deadbeat Summer, you guys are a sexy crowd. I feel like that component.
It's like we used to talk about how at one point you just for no reason you just add a symphony.
Yeah, totally.
It'd be a Deadbeat Summer symphony. It's like you run out of ideas and you're like, well, let's get an orchestra involved at this point.
That's like a coked out idea for sure. That's how those things happen.
You were way too into cool music at too young of an age. Kind of like in that bar they go to in Star Wars in the first one. They're in the background. They're like playing, and then he's just in and it was a very dramatic performance. Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, now I'm still tour managing. You fucking bastard! You put me on that bad.
But hey, no, I mean, in the same way, it's but obviously everything on a long enough timeline, it becomes a vocation.